I want to start off by saying that you changed my fucking life when I took Rockstar Camp. For those of you that don't know Rockstar Camp, Megan Joe has a leadership program, and after maybe what's it, an 8-week course?
Yeah, just about 2 months.
Yeah, 2-month course with the finale being that all of us got an opportunity to sing a rock song in front of an audience of maybe 100 people with a live band. So this was my, equivalent to jumping out of a plane moment in my life. And by the way, I was fucking good.
Yes, you were.
And I give you all the credit. And now, whenever I'm up against something that really scares me, I think of Rockstar Camp and go, next to Rockstar Camp, not that big a deal. I never experienced anything like it. Not just me doing it, but also the camaraderie that was created.
The real heart of why it works is the camaraderie, the community, and the practice of things like brags and getting really rooted in self-approval, even when you're doing something that feels really shaky.
At the moment before I got on stage, I looked at the exit sign. It was that we were in a club, and my thought was, I can still run.
Right.
I can still run. I can get out of here. I can get out of Dodge.
If you had run for the exit, we would have tackled you and dragged you back.
You just have to experience it.
Yeah.
And the flip side of it is the exhilaration. I think a lot of us have a fantasy, of being a rock star. One of the things that really made it powerful was the crowd that you assembled to watch it were so supportive and so loving and so no matter what I did, I was getting such energy from the crowd that it was an incredible, I learned when I was an actor, once I played a king in a Greek tragedy, and the director basically pulled me aside and said, "You do not need to act like a king." It was a Greek tragedy, so there was a Greek chorus. The chorus is going to make you the king. You just show up, right? And Rockstar Camp was kind of like that for me. I did not need to be the rock star.
Right.
They created, the crowd created the rock star in me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other piece of the magic that you spoke of. That you have, it is this somatic experience that can't be translated virtually. Your body remembers that energetic experience of doing something really vulnerable, kind of terrifying, really thrilling.
No, not kind of terrifying. It wasn't kind of terrifying. It was terrifying. I'm remembering it right now, but I'm having what they call in acting emotional recall, and I remember.
Right. So really terrifying, really vulnerable, but the feedback, the energetic feedback you're getting from the field, from the space around you, from the audience and the band, so in all directions is yes, yes, yes. And that translates into leadership, into knowing if I can do that, I can do anything, but also it sort of challenges this story that our saboteur or inner critic can make up, that if I do something vulnerable, big, and terrifying, I will be cast out, annihilated, booed off stage.
As I'm remembering it right now, it was all of my senses were so alive.
Yeah.
It was just an incredible kind of like sensorial experience.
I think of the music as one of my co-leaders in the experience. That's part of the magic is there's something about music that is deeply moving. It's in our DNA. We've been making music since we were cave people. You
Yeah,
know, whether or not we call ourselves musical, music is in us. And when those vibrations are happening, it opens up a certain possibility. It opens up a space for expression. You know, it's art, and art, and of course the rock star archetype. If you put those together, you create a space where a person not only has permission to be expressive and over the top and connected to his senses and uh,
yeah.
emotional, it's actually required.
And I don't want to give it away. I'm remembering one of the prep exercises that you and Stephanie did that really gave all of us permission to tap into what I would call marginalized emotions in
Yeah,
our culture
yeah,
that are applauded in the music world, like rage, you
yes,
know, like being incredibly scared and
right.
and giving yourself permission to be scared. And of course, all the other emotions that um, just go into uh, uh, giving yourself full permission to be a leader. I'm in an arena right now. I'm playing a much bigger game with what I'm up to in the world. So I think that that also was a outgrowth of doing Rockstar Camp. Leaders need to be working on themselves constantly.
Constantly.
Yeah, and I think that Rockstar Camp. Well, I said it earlier, and you being somebody that has literally worked with Marianne Williamson, what was coming up to me as the Marianne Williamson quote,
Right.
which I'll butcher, so I'm not going to say it, but it is about claiming your inner rock star. For the sake of our planet, we need more people stepping into their rock stardom for the sake of something.
Yeah.